As the philosopher Seneca once said, I say, let no one rob me of a single day who isn't going to make a full return on the loss. This is the story of Valerius, the most sought-after architect in the Aventine district. His mind was a treasure trove of magnificent arches, soaring domes, and perfect aqueduct designs. But despite his genius, his drafting table often sat unused, collecting dust. You see, Valerius had one major weakness. He was pathologically polite. He saw his time as an endless river, believing anyone could take from it without consequence. One crisp morning, Valerius was ready to design a new portico for the local bathhouse. The light was perfect, the papyrus was ready. But just as he poised his stylus, the heavy cedar door creaked open. In walked Gaius, a wealthy merchant with too much free time and too few interests. Gaius hadn't come to commission a building. He came to complain about the quality of olives in the market. Feeling the weight of social duty, Valerius put down his stylus. He nodded, he smiled, he even offered wine. For 3 long hours Gaius went on and on, first about olives, then about chariot races, and finally, about a dull pain in his left knee. Valerius listened, but his mind was screaming. He watched the shadow on the sundial in his courtyard creep across the stone, stealing the best hours of his day. When Gaius finally left with a cheerful good talk, Valerius felt utterly drained. He stared at his blank parchment. The day had been stolen from him, and what did he get in return for those 3 irreplaceable hours? Did he gain wisdom? A deeper friendship? Was he even entertained? No. He had traded a piece of his life for a detailed report on a merchant's knee pain. The exchange was a total loss. Valerius had a sudden realization. If Gaius had walked in and demanded 3 gold coins from his purse for no reason, he would have immediately called the guards. He protected his money fiercely. Yet, he left the vault of his time wide open for anyone to plunder. The next morning, the lesson had taken hold. Valerius was deep in his work, calculating the stress on a stone pillar, when a distant cousin arrived unannounced, eager to gossip about a decade-old family scandal. This time, Valerius stood up and blocked the entrance to his study. He didn't offer wine. "Cousin," Valerius said, his voice firm but calm, "before you enter, I have a question. Does what you bring offer a return equal to the work I must set aside to hear it? Will this hour we spend together build something of value for either of us?" The cousin was stunned. "Well, I just wanted to pass the time." "Then you cannot have mine," Valerius replied gently. "My time is not for passing. It is for building. I cannot sell a day of my life so cheaply that I get nothing but air in return." And with that, he closed the door. That evening, as the sun set, Valerius looked at his finished blueprints. He felt a deep sense of wealth, a richness that had nothing to do with gold. He had guarded his hours like a miser, spending them only on his craft. The return on his investment lay beautiful and complete right before him. He had finally stopped letting thieves rob him of his life. If this story connected with you, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.